welcome back to Sisters United. You are joined by Player 1
and Player 2.
And welcome back to our Unwanted Witch series, starting with Tarragon Oakdale today, pampering little Archimedes on the couch. So whatever was the issue might have resolved itself.
Yeah.
So,
you're so bony, Archimedes.
In our last episode, Tarragon had a bit of an epiphany, where he believes that Drusilla is part fairy and is Damien's daughter. Now, we as the viewer know it's true, but he's maybe just thinking he maybe jumped the gun a bit.
I maybe jumped the gun. There's plenty of fairies with blue eyes.
So he might...
The king wouldn't fraternize with a witch, even though he said he did at one point.
A Blackwood witch at that. So maybe he should go get an audience with the king.
I'll need to try and get an audience.
And since Drusilla's asleep, maybe now's the time to go. Okay, so it's a bit of a stormy night.
So
hopefully the glade won't be just as bad.
Okay. That's time to teleport. You're beautiful as ever. Right, I'm here. Thank God it's not raining.
And there's the king.
Okay. I'm not. Hello there, Damien. Hi.
Sorry, I'm just disabling phones on my way.
Yeah.
He's like...
So, Damien, you know how,
Can we talk?
Yeah, sure, we can talk.
Over there.
Please. Thank you for coming over here, Damien. Now, I wanted to talk to you about when you were with Morgana. How serious was it?
How serious was it?
It was. We were wanting to get married and live away in a little forest.
Was she still with her husband, though?
Like, was she still with her husband? Oh, yes. Yes, she was.
So you were the other guy?
Yeah. I didn't see the signs until she left me. You know.
So did you fornicate the flowers after?
If you
like
want...
rabbits?
No. It was maybe once in a while when she could get away from her husband.
But she always went back to him.
Yes.
And was she fraternizing with her husband?
From what I know, yes.
Don't you find it a bit odd that she had a baby straight after?
Well, of course not. She was with her husband.
But it could have been yours.
I highly doubt it. Like, look at her hair. It's black.
Look at her eyes. They're blue. Like yours.
It must run in the Blackwood family.
What? Blackwood has blue eyes.
You'd be surprised when you look way back. Or it could be a defect.
Okay, Your Majesty. Because unknown to Damien, you know, Tarragon was there with the original Blackwoods. There was not one with blue eyes, apart from Elizabeth, but that was my mistake.
She was meant to have
brown eyes,
yeah.
But never mind.
So, she's not man.
Okay.
She's a sweet girl, but nothing like me.
Okay, Your Majesty. Let me just refer to my invisible notes.
How are your wings anyway? They seem to be growing a little.
They're getting there. The king's a dead end. I'm in denial. Sweet denial.
Maybe I should
ask the wife.
Hello, Your Majesty.
So,
boy. May I speak to you for a moment?
And again, Tarragon may realise that she must be distantly related to him because they have the same wings.
Your wings look ravishing this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Could I ask you about your husband? You know, were you with him when he fraternized with a witch?
No, I came after.
And do you think he possibly got her pregnant?
No. That's such an absurd thing. Witches and fairies don't mix. Don't be so disgusting.
Excuse me, madam.
Well, no, like, obviously, the times have changed from when he was around. But even then, it was unusual in his time as well, but not such underfun.
When are you coming to stay in the glade?
Once my power's fully restored.
Okay, just remember, if you're with that little witch, be careful. Her family do rip wings off and eat them, and we will not come save you.
Because I'm well aware of how Cassandra is.
I don't think you do.
Oh, I don't think you know her that well, since you were in the glade all the time and not venturing out much. Oh, you're all gathering around.
But I go out every now and then. And you shouldn't. Pish posh. Hi, everyone. Hey, he has the same wings as you, Your Majesty.
So the other ones think nothing.
Oh, people are being blessed.
Well, Tarragon, I think you've done all that you can. Drusilla's probably wondering where you are, so let's head back.
I better get back.
It was,
nice to see you all.
It was, what would you say? It was useful but unuseful. He's confirmed that
you might need to talk to Morgana.
Yes. Oh, could you imagine that? Trying to sneak in. He'll have to go in disguised.
Where is he? What's he doing? Is he near my cauldron?
Yes, because she'll come to brew potions.
Where are you, Tarragon?
I'm down here, sweetness.
Do you want me to make you something for breakfast? It is a horrible day.
He's like, I'll make you breakfast.
Don't you worry. Can I make breakfast?
So that's up to you what the king was actually replying to him. Don't ask too many questions.
Don't ask too many questions. You'll get my wife mad.
Look, do you want to come help, Drusilla?
Come on, this is for you.
Me? Why is the cloud to the recipe? Why is the shells in it?
For extra protein.
Oh!
What did you just do, Norm?
Why is it green already?
Maybe my wing got in the way. There.
Thank you. And they're good friends now.
Right, I'll finish your potion. You go eat.
Don't touch my potion.
Well, don't worry. Oh, I can. I can't touch it.
Because you don't know what I put in it.
So, once the rain and the thunder stops, do you want to go out maybe gardening? You know, help the plants.
Work on my skills.
You know, you can help me help the plants, and that will help my powers greatly.
Oh, he finds her adoring.
Aww.
Okay, but I don't know if this thunder's gonna go away. I'm sure it's meant to be somewhere today. Well, Cassandra might still be sleeping.
Here you go.
Oh, she took it. Oh, she is in a good mood.
She is?
Thank you for really. He'll be like, what else can he do?
Oh, sheer
So how are you feeling this morning?
I'm gonna eat great things.
She is feeling good. Said you are beautiful today.
Thank you.
Wamba boy, Yamba
You're
Lava.
actually quite sweet. Annoying, but sweet.
Oh,
I'm
Nasoda.
gonna be picking out my wedding dress at some point today. Well, I hope you have a fun time doing it.
Zombo.
So do I. I'm hoping it'll be lovely
almost there, babe. Are you fine with me coming over?
Yeah, happy I'm from.
Oh no, he's coming over, you go. No, she doesn't know. She'll be like,
Let me in!
no! Go away! Oh, thank God he's gone. What do you want? You're not getting me. You have a wife and 2 children.
Your grandmother's angry.
What are you talking about? My grandmother's angry.
Says, well, she woke up this morning at 9 and you weren't there.
Take your chip right there. Honesty. I'm soaking.
I heard she's wet.
Oh, Mac and nerve.
God, the ring can get hard. Okay, I'll get some cool. No, I can't get anything for my cat. Come here, comedies. Come here. Come up on the cage.
Nope.
It's Drusilla.
It's just you.
Oh, God damn it. Take away my potion.
The
I've left a little text for my sister, asking what's wrong with Granny. Stop going on in this weather. I'm already soaking. Look at me, I'm dripping. Maybe they're all at Tartusa waiting for her.
Let me help. I'm helping whether you like it or not.
I promise you won't get cursed this time.
Ukio.
Go
I think we're gonna get out in the garden today. A little rain hurt nobody.
Ukio bunkus.
Yeah, it's more that lightning.
Ah.
Stop! Stop it! I'm trying to concentrate.
There you go. See, perfectly fine.
You say so. Anyway, I need
Son
to
of Diola?
think about what I'm gonna wear. What color do you think I should wear for my wedding?
Blue. You look good in blue.
Let's just do that. Or maybe blue and white.
And Triparagaba.
That's all right. They look all right on you.
Ebony.
Right. I'm
And
sorry
some-
that.
And some little glass slippers.
Yes! I'll go fix myself up.
Oh, and maybe I can call you Cinderella.
No!
Well, you'll be wearing the glass slippers and I can come and chase you away from your wedding.
Hey!
I think not. Me and Daquan will be happy together.
What
And
is
you not
that?
big Archimedes.
You said something about you moving?
I'm not sure that's going to happen. Archimedes. He's messy. There's bricks everywhere. Shame on him. There's a big pile right there.
Okay. Let's think.
Somehow he's going to have to sneak into the Blackwood Manor without getting caught.
How can I hide my wings?
So he may have to go in and get a disguise on.
We're waiting for you in Tartusa.
Uh-huh.
We've been there since 9.
Musha.
I wasn't told! And the flower bit will be closed now.
It is! Says we have to go tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp. Drusilla! Get to the manor! You little spoiled, ungrateful little child! Get over here!
Okay, Granny. Time gonna have to go wherever you are. Let's see if I can knit myself a little beanie. No, Archimedes, I'm not knitting you a coat. You didn't want
You didn't want the fur I gave you. Is this correct? I'm not sure. Hello, Drusilla.
What's that on your face?
A beard.
Why are you growing a beard?
Because I was thinking, you know how you're having to go to your granny's?
Yes, I'm just about to go.
Well, I'm gonna come with you.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Wait till you see my disguise. I grew this for the past hour.
Soon.
You disguise?
Yes, my disguise. Look at me.
Oh dear.
Do I look different?
Funny that
You
way.
look cute at least. But you're still spanking.
Let me suppress my furry magic just for a minute. Right.
Nah, Blaboot. Nah, Laboratory.
So as far as they're concerned, I'm your friend.
Okay.
They're never gonna believe it. And they're gonna say, Spirit, that's the fairy. You'll take you to their dungeon and eat you. Take your eyes out and swallow them whole.
Shabby Daza.
Stop complimenting me. I think you were dancing. Okay, so Mum's here.
Who is this?
He's just a friend.
I'm a scholar. I'm here to write about your family.
My, I can see where she gets her good looks from. You confident she-lion.
Okay. So, I've heard on the rumors about your family that someone fraternized with a fairy.
That's a barbaric lie. Nobody in the Blackwoods definitely would never sleep with a fairy. Quite defensive, aren't you?
Very. But I have also noticed all the Blackwoods have, brown eyes, but only one has blue.
That's just a coincidence. What are you trying to get at? What was your name again?
Tara.
Tara.
I'm wanting the truth.
Then you have to go talk to my mother. Go to Cassandra.
Okay.
So she's leveled up to being a pixie without realising it. Hello! So let's see who's kicking about. I did see her fiance.
Aye, there's the one.
It's just thunder. It's nothing. Isn't that yes, Benedy? I'm scared of it. I'm in the lion's den.
Oh, this is dangerous.
There you are! We were waiting for you since 9, you ungrateful brat! I'm sorry, I forgot! No matter.
Go country.
Andrew,
Oh, hi there, everyone.
who would know Daquan, maybe? Or heard of him, maybe? Not Daquan, Tarragon. But not too much, I would say.
Hello there. My name's Tara. I'm writing about your family because of the new wedding coming up. Yes, I am. Wanting to get all the nitty-gritty details, How did you come to power? You are the most powerful family in all of witches. Don't you know? And no one is as good as you.
What was that noise?
Nothing at all.
So, let's start off with the bad side of the things of your family. The rumors.
What rumors?
The insults. How dare they say you all fraternized with a fairy?
Oh, that was a mistake.
A mistake?
Yes, a mistake that my daughter did once.
So it's true that she did fraternize with a fairy.
She didn't know which was a fairy. The fairy had suppressed his power. Tried to break up my daughter and her husband. Didn't work, and she returned back and got pregnant by her husband.
So there's no way that the child is a half-fairy.
Of course not. I seen the conceiving happen.
And what made, now this is going a little bit back, but I heard you started the war that tore the magical realm apart. What made you start it?
What made me start it? Was because all the spellcasters said I was weak. And I showed them that I'm powerful. And how dare that prophet say that I would be destroyed by a halfling.
And what happened to your sisters?
They both died.
How did they die?
Elizabeth, she left and died somewhere because she wouldn't use her magic. And Temperance died because of a vampire. Your sister married a vampire. Yes, she did. The idiot. God's sake. Vampires drink blood. What was she? A bloodbath.
And how close were you to your sisters?
Not very. They were jealous of my power and of my beauty.
And how much was Temperance involved in the war at the start?
She avoided it like a wolf.
I was like, okay, maybe I need to go visit the vampires.
Okay. It's okay, child. Let's see. Well, my parents still quite strong.
Maybe we'll get her to come calm the spirits.
Maybe I need to calm the spirit. It's okay, angry ones.
Pandola.
Yes, miss. What happened there? Oh, you're so nice, the clown. You're such a sweetheart. Come on, Spirit. You must come down.
Poor Drusilla, not even the Quan cares that much about her, really.
Nope.
And she has some suspicions. Oh, a new talent. Natural talent. Oh, she's got a natural talent for it. And he's like, oh no. No.
Uh-oh.
He read some mumble jumble magic.
I read something.
Oh, so he's learned all these spells and potions. You know, maybe he didn't think this through. You know, there is a lot of Blackwoods, more than when he was around.
Oh my god. There's so many of them.
So, what do you even Bellatrix do?
Nothing. Oh, hi, the clown.
Oh, Bakta! Dirtness!
What do you want? So, I hear you're marrying the youngest Blackwood. And? Well, it must be nice coming into a family, you know, a big, powerful family.
Tarragon, no! No!
No!
No.
No,
Maybe he's just it's an excuse to get her upstairs.
Okay, go upstairs, go upstairs, go upstairs. There's too many. It's alright. It's alright, Drusilla.
Let's just decompress.
Decompress and sit down. Because if I don't, I'm going to pop out my wings.
You can't do that!
I can't.
She has ears.
What are you doing?
She's talking, he's interviewing the family.
Yeah, so Drusilla. Is the house always this creepy?
No!
So, Drusilla.
I can't believe my sister had
Okay. Right,
Oh, she's angry now.
Whoa!
David!
Desmond.
Sorry, I said my sister's pain. You're gonna be okay.
You look shattered.
So, how are you feeling?
Horrible.
To know
No.
about
How about you have a little lie down, okay?
Inchimis.
No.
I'm not in the mood. It would help your head. Don't cuddle me. I am not a baby.
Okay, Drusilla.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go down and go practice magic.
Maybe now it's time to look at the archives in the family room and see if there's anything he can find to prove.
Let's have a look. Cassandra's diary. Let's have a look. Look. Oh, God.
Right.
Okay. Oh, what stinks in here? Oh, that's hard to read. Okay, back I go. After consuming my sister's S.
Drusilla was right.
Oh my God, I'm so tired. Holding this form.
Takes its toll.
Okay, so the dream she told me of, it was true. After consuming my sister's essence, I felt younger. What are you doing?
I am researching Cassandra Blackwood. She said I could read her diary.
Okay. Hey there, babe.
You must be Desmond.
And who are you?
I am Tara. I am a reporter doing a report on Drusilla's wedding to Dequan.
Oh, she'll be marrying me as my mistress.
Then she'll not
in
be
your
marrying you. You don't have more than one wife.
Oh, I will.
I don't think your grandmother sees it that way.
She will.
You're of a close for comfort, Desmond.
I'm just letting you know who's the man of the house.
Okay.
Oh, God. She gained youth. My little Izzy's gone. Okay. I can't dwell on the past for too long. I need to help Drusilla. Excuse me, madam. Oh, but if there's a day I can get Cassandra on her own, whew, she will regret it. Kels? I'm here to interview you now. Where are you? Oh, with everyone.
Answer the questions.
Okay. As truthful as possible. So, Kale, you have 3 daughters, correct? With the oldest daughter of Cassandra. Is it? And it's Lilith, Bellatrix, and
Drusilla.
yes. Yeah.
So, you are aware your wife had an affair with a fairy, correct?
Yes, I know about that.
How did you still reconcile? That's just, you must love each other very much.
Of course we do. The fairy bewitched her.
Did he now?
Put her under a spell and had his way with her.
He must have been a powerful fairy to put under Blackwood under the spell.
Quite possibly.
But why would he feel the need to do that?
Because she would have never went with him otherwise. Now, come on over here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And I've also heard stories, just out in the witchy world, that you have a slight distaste
For your youngest daughter. Any reason why?
No reason. None at all.
Is it
They're all treated fairly.
Is it perhaps, Kale, that maybe she's not your daughter?
He walked away.
Why are you asking stupid questions? And you stink, by the way. Get out of my face.
That's your name, isn't it?
Now, what do you want?
I just don't want to. I wanted to talk to a beauty such as yourself.
Of course I'm the most beautiful in the family.
How do you feel always coming second best to your older sister? She is the heir. After all, you were torn away from living in your own home.
I'm not. I'm here every day.
Yes, but you don't own this house like your sister.
So, Grandma loves me the best. I'm her favorite.
And why
Because I'm the most like her.
is that? So you do necromancy as well?
I'm learning it.
Don't you think though it can cause harm?
Of course not. It's not a part of the natural order.
Okay. And why do you hate your little sister so much?
Because she's a weirdo. Like when she was crawling around the floor, she'd always go to plants and make them grow.
Maybe she just has more of a nature affinity.
No, Blackwood does. And she has a stupid moon on her head.
That is correct.
What are you doing?
I'm interfering the family, Cassandra.
Well, it is morning and we have to go and get Drusilla's dress.
Yes.
It's 9 a.m. Time to go. Where is she?
That is true. So,
We're all going.
we'll just travel in a minute. So she is not very happy about her Daquan flirting with.
Right. I have the dress picked out for you. What? Yes. Yes, have you got the dress ready? Oh, good. Good. Is it hanging like I asked? No shape giving? Good. Good. Why were you flirting with Daquan? He came on to me. But you have a husband. And? That you like? No. I deal with him. Now, if you excuse me, I have a headache. You know you're quite ballsy. You stupid little bitch. I'm not. And she's taking me different. Leave me alone! Stupid girl. Hello.
Oh yes, I was told to give you these delicate flower bouquets. Now you're getting black.
Now get into that dress parlor and get your dress on. It's already been chosen for you. No, but get in there. You're Blackwood. You do as I say.
So very plain. You know, we will say Daquan got his way with some of the jewellery. But, you know, black makeup, covering her ears, hair down. Very Blackwood-esque.
Yeah.
But not outshining Bellatrix whatsoever.
Or even Lilith.
Or Lilith.
Stop having a temper tantrum. And go get your cake. It has been chosen for you. You just need to pick it up. Can you say anything in this wedding?
No, she cannot.
I'm Drusilla. Blackwood.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Your cake is this. Enjoy.
I don't like it. It's horrible. Oh, stop acting like your world is ending. Just marry the Quan, pop out a girl, give her to me, and then you can stay in the desert. I will be making sure they grow up a Blackwood way, not your weird, naturist way. How dare you pick a fight with me? Get here! I'm twice your size! How dare you hit Granny? How dare you suplex me? Now take that!
Do it again!
How dare you! Go home! After I kick your ass again! Go home and think about what you did!
Oh, what happened?
Why don't we go walk in the garden for a bit?
You Pete.
You know, it looks like you didn't have a good time picking your wedding dress.
Didn't choose it all.
But you still look very pretty.
Hello, maybe.
Oh, no, we can.
Hello. Oh no! My knees! Taxi, you disturbed them!
So how about you try and make a plan? Just like this.
Oh.
It will help me greatly.
Oh. What is it called?
Herbal Platinum. Oh, she's reached level 2. Oh wow, you're busy.
Yeah, just flowers.
Right.
You, how did you know I had sisters?
And he'd be like, how'd you get my number? I'm just a good researcher.
Did you talk to Zachary? Oh my god! I'm a fire!
How are you talking in my head?
I can do it telepathically. Anyone who I touch, I can talk to.
I wonder why I never let you touch me.
Maybe I should avoid her.
I don't know, I'm gonna just block you.
How does he know how to block?
And that's her block face.
So, Drusilla, how are you feeling?
Sorry. Feeling like I'm gonna be shipped off to a desert where there's no flowers or plants.
Been a growl.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm just so angry. Your wings are so pretty.
Why don't we have a spa?
Yes, let's have a spa. How are you, anyway?
I'm getting good. I feel like my magic is working out quite well.
I think your wings aren't that much bigger, though.
well, I did have to create, you know, a disguise.
Please stop singing.
Why? Do you like my voice? Oh, I still need work. Here you go.
Oh.
Yes,
Worrying.
a little book that you can study. From yours truly.
Where's my bandage?
Oh, a rose for me? You shouldn't have.
Changing to bedtime. You're giving a holiday and I can't do anything. My eye hurts. My knees hurt. I get granny push me down like that. I know I started it. But she deserved it. She should have never tried to run away. Every single one.
Hey,
Yeah.
how are you feeling?
How's the book?
I'm scared.
You sound beautiful.
You sound horrible. I can't even sing.
Are you sure you're feeling okay?
I'm angry.
I can see that.
I'm a little sad.
But how about we just lie down and just, you know, take a deep breath. Let this anger sink out of us.
What are you angry for?
A lot of things.
But none that I will put on towards you. Don't.
And that will be the end of this episode. So if you've enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe to see us next time.
And in the next episode, Tarragon will continue to try and find the truth of Drusilla's parentage, even though he's got a pretty good idea.
Yep, I do.
And we will continue to develop the little budding romance between Drusilla and Tarragon. She is very strong though. Very strong not to fall for it. She only slips up a few times. And we'll probably get the wedding on the go in the next episode and finish celebrating Leafia by making a grand meal if we can, or baking or something. So no, thank you for watching. We'll apologise again for it being late. Unfortunately, work and real life situation took over this week. But I don't. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.